I'm hungry! What's up, Jersey Jeff Eats foodies? Today's food adventure is a little different because I'm not searching for something just good to eat. I'm also searching for a memory. Years ago, my mom and I found a little pierogi place right here on the Ocean City Boardwalk, and coming from a Polish mother like my mom, well, she said that these pierogies were pretty good, and that was a big compliment. So today, I'm going to see if I can find that little place again, try those pierogies for myself, and maybe reconnect with some great memories of mom along the way. Let's go. Today I'm down here in Ocean City along the boardwalk just south of Atlantic City, and ordinarily when I come to a boardwalk like this for Jersey Jeff Eats, I'm looking for something new. Maybe it's a new restaurant, maybe it's some crazy boardwalk creation, maybe it's pizza, seafood, ice cream, cheesesteaks, whatever catches my eye. But today I'm looking for something old, and I'm not exactly sure where it is. I'm looking for a little pierogi restaurant that I remember visiting with my mom years ago. The place is called LP Pierogies, or technically LP Pierogies Wings and Things. I haven't been there in quite some time, and I'm hoping it's still here. Most importantly, I'm hoping I can find it. Because somewhere along this boardwalk is a little place that holds a very specific memory for me, and sometimes that's the funny thing about food. We remember restaurants, we remember meals, we remember flavors, but what we really remember are the people who are sitting across the table from us. And for me, pierogies will always remind me of my mom. My mom was Polish, and growing up, homemade pierogies were definitely a part of the family menu. And when I say homemade, I'm not talking about opening a box from the freezer. Mom made these things from scratch, the whole deal. And making pierogies in our house wasn't just cooking dinner, it was a production. The filling wasn't necessarily the difficult part. You had your potatoes, cheese, sour cream, whatever little touches Mom decided to put in there. Every family seems to have its own pierogi recipe, and every Polish family is convinced that theirs is the correct one. But the part I remember most was the dough. The dough was serious business. There would be flour everywhere. The kitchen counter would disappear underneath this whole operation. There'd be dough rolled out, circles being cut, filling being spooned into the middle, edges being pinched together. And Mom was very particular about that dough. It couldn't be heavy, it couldn't be thick or tough. It had to be light and tender, because you can make the greatest filling in the world, but if that dough wasn't right, according to my mom, you ruin the pierogi. And after all that work, that wasn't going to happen in her kitchen. And I'm not a bad cook myself. I don't cook nearly as much as Mom did, but when I do get in the kitchen, my tastes tend to head slightly in a different direction. I like spice, peppers, heat, bold flavors. I guess that's the Latin side of my family coming through, and even as a kid, apparently I decided the traditional Polish pierogi wasn't exciting enough. So I invented something. I called them Mexican pierogies. Now, before anyone from Poland gets angry with me, let me explain. These weren't exactly traditional. Actually, they weren't traditional at all. I would deep fry the pierogies. Yep, deep fry them. I'm pretty sure if I tried that in certain parts of Poland, I'd be arrested at the airport. Then I'd load them up. Different cheeses, spices, peppers, sour cream, whatever else I thought belonged on there. Basically, imagine a plate of pierogies and nachos somehow getting together and having children. That was my Mexican pierogi. And you know what? People loved them. My friends liked them, my family liked them, and most importantly, my mom liked them. So I figured if my Polish mother gave my crazy deep-fried Mexican pierogies the thumbs up, I had accomplished something. And I still make them today. Maybe someday we'll do a couple of Jersey Jeff Eats kitchen videos and I'll show you guys how to make them. But that's another video, because right now I've got to find LPs. So I'm walking and walking and walking. Ocean City has a pretty long boardwalk, and when you're looking for a restaurant that you haven't visited in years, every block starts looking suspicious. Was it here? Was it over there? Was it near this place? I remember it being here somewhere. I also remember it not being right on the boardwalk. It was kind of like in a boardwalk alley. And the further I walk, the more I'm wondering maybe LP's isn't here anymore. That happens all the time here at the Jersey Shore. Places come and go, restaurants change names, buildings disappear, new businesses replace old favorites, and sometimes you come back looking for a piece of your past, only to discover the past has moved on. But then, finally, there it is, LP's Pierogies, and wouldn't you know it, it's tucked into an alley. I walked almost this entire boardwalk looking for this place, and it's hiding off to the side, but I found it. LP's Pierogies, Wings and Things, Mom's approved pierogi place, still here. And now that I've finally found this place, let's see what they're serving up these days. They've got quite a selection, not only traditional pierogies, but they've got broccoli, Italian, loaded, and they even have, what is this? Mexican pierogies. Now wait a minute, Mexican pierogies? I've been making those since I was a kid. Where are my royalties? But no worries, looking at theirs, well, they're not exactly the same as mine. Mine are considerably more, shall we say, aggressive. It's funny seeing Mexican pierogies on the menu because it immediately takes me back to the kitchen where I experimented as a kid. But for today though, I think we're just gonna go with the broccoli pierogies. Let's get the order in and see what they've got. Alright, here we go. We've got the broccoli pierogies, and these are prepared in a fairly traditional style. They're boiled first, then sauteed in butter. That's important because you get two different textures. The boiling cooks that dough and keeps it soft and tender, but then the butter in the pan gives the outside a little extra richness, just a slight bit of texture. They're not crispy like my deep fried creations. These are more softer, more traditional. The first thing I notice is the dough. The dough is tender, it's soft without being mushy. There's a slight chew to it, but it's not dense or rubbery. And knowing how particular Mom was about the pierogi dough, I think I might have figured out why she approved of this place. Because if the dough wasn't right, she wouldn't have cared for what they put inside. The potato filling itself is smooth and comforting. There's that familiar mild potato flavor with a creamy texture, and you've got the richness of the butter on the outside. The cheese sauce adds another creamy, slightly salty element, while the broccoli gives a little bit of texture and a mild vegetable flavor that breaks up the starch and dairy. The filling to dough ratio is pretty good as well. But they're mild, very mild. I mean, there's nothing unpleasant here whatsoever, but I'm waiting for something to jump out, and well, it's not. And if you're someone who likes bold flavors, and you guys know I do, you might find them a little bland, and that's probably where my own taste buds have changed over the years. I've gotten so accustomed to spice, peppers, strong seasonings, and all those bigger flavors that a traditional pierogi can almost seem understated. And while my mom was the traditionalist, I was the experimenter. Maybe next time I'll stop by and try their Mexican pierogies just for giggles. These pierogies were $9 and my soft drink was $4. I realized something while I was sitting here. I thought I came to Ocean City today to review pierogies, but I really didn't. I came here looking for Mom, not literally of course, but for a little piece of an old memory. I wanted to walk this boardwalk again, find this little restaurant, sit down with a plate of pierogies and remember. And that's exactly what happened. The food, it was pretty good. The price, not bad, but the memories, well, they're priceless. This is very close to where Mom and I sat years ago. Maybe not this exact table or this exact spot, but somewhere right around here. And at the time it was just lunch, that's all. We weren't thinking we'd better remember this moment. Nobody does that. You just don't realize which ordinary afternoons are going to become special memories later. One day you're just eating pierogies on the boardwalk with your mother, then years pass and suddenly that completely ordinary lunch becomes something you'd give anything to experience one more time.